All right, we're live. So welcome back to Dapp University. So adoption of blockchain technology, crypto, Web 3.0, whatever you want to call it, is getting insane, okay? I want to talk about that in this video today, which you need to pay attention to. We're going to look at some of the crypto markets, answer some of your questions, look at some other news updates that have happened in the past since our live stream we did yesterday. Again, we do these live streams Monday through Friday on this channel. Just turn on notifications, subscribe. You'll find out about those whenever we go live about this time, Monday through Friday. And we're going to talk about a lot more than that. Okay, so if you're new around here, I'm Gregory, and on this channel, I turn you into a blockchain master. So if that's something that you're interested in, then smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to learn how to master blockchain step-by-step start to finish, then head on over to dappuniversity.com/bootcamp to start today. Last but not least, nothing I'm saying in this video is designed to be financial advice, and there's lots of scammers down in the comment section below. Just ignore them. Like, I'm never going to give you my phone number or ask you to invest with me. Like, that's absolutely crazy. Never going to DM you on a social network trying to get you to join my, like, private group and then give me money. It's just never going to happen. So, we got people jumping in the chat here. Automatic Beats, David Stone, Camille, Dirk, Lee, ENIAC. Let's see. Welcome, Mark. Alden, a couple of the names I can't pronounce off the top of my head. Sorry about that. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So adoption of crypto, blockchain, Web3, metaverse, whatever you want to call it, is getting absolutely crazy. Okay, we've been talking about that a ton on this channel, but I actually saw a chart come out on Twitter yesterday that actually illustrates this, because sometimes it's really good to have this visual, because I can sit here and talk about these things, and like even if you don't catch like every single live stream, like you're going to miss all the details. But check out this insane list, okay? This is from Travis here on Twitter. It's another massive month for crypto in November. This is just what happened in November. Please help me understand how a deep, long bear market is right around the corner when the breadth and magnitude of capital raises are this huge. So we'll talk about that perspective in a minute, but what that could potentially mean for, crypto bear market. But what I really want to focus in is on the fundamentals, the highlights just from 1 month alone. All right, November, everything that happened. I'm not gonna go through the entire list. I'll put a link in the live chat replay right now, so you can see that, all right? But check it out. So you have Paradigm, $2.5 billion venture fund, Pantera, $600 million venture fund, Crypto.com, okay, consensus raise, lots of, we're talking like billions of dollars raised, all right? It's absolutely insane, okay? We have a lot more developer adoption too, okay? Starkware, Bitcoin ETF providers. Okay, like I said, there's just so much here. I'm not gonna go anything one by one. I put the link in the live chat replay, but here's the point. Adoption is absolutely insane. And so, my thesis on this channel, why is this good? For lots of reasons. So who's watching this video? Who is this channel designed for? Why is this good news for you? So a lot of people watching this channel kind of fit into two different categories, or maybe they overlap there's kind of two different circles on the Venn diagram, and a lot of people fall in the middle. So some people are just interested in crypto, not interested in like actually acquiring technical skills, but most people watching this channel are technical in some nature or want to be technical. Okay. And so and they're also interested in crypto. Some people aren't interested in crypto. That's okay. But most people kind of fall into the center of that Venn diagram. So why is this good for you? So if you are technical and trying to acquire technical skills, break in the blockchain industry, change your career, I think that's the best route for most people who want to have a life-changing result by participating in crypto in some way, because you can easily reskill. I say easily, on the grand scheme of things, easily, a lot easier than going back to school, getting a master's degree, getting a bachelor's degree, anything like that. And, change your career, make, a life-changing income by working in crypto, and also get to work on exciting stuff. This is huge because all these people are raising funds, and it creates insane demand for developers, okay? And that's an opportunity for you to be able to shift into that industry and have a ton of opportunity, all right? It's also good if you're, in the crypto markets, because like the tweet is saying here, the sentiment is like, show me how a deep, long bear market is right around the corner when the breadth and magnitude of capital raises are this huge. Now, it's also has a bearing on the previous thing I was talking about, because, bear markets aren't great for the job market. They're not a deal breaker, okay? Like, I was here during the last bear market. We still had lots of people working in crypto. It wasn't like everybody just got fired or something like that, but it's a slower growth for sure. But anyways, so let's talk about sort of my long-term thesis, my recap on this in case you're new around here. basically, my long-term thesis is on really quality projects like Ethereum, for example, that the price appreciation actually correlates to the adoption of the technology itself. So why is that? Well, basically, the more you create useful technology that actually generates demand and more people use it, insofar as you need cryptocurrency to interact with that technology, that demand accrues to the cryptocurrency, and thus the price, because it has sound economics behind the supply, okay? So that typically happens in an exponential way. And so the exponential price appreciation that we've seen by something like Ethereum, is more fundamentals driven. And so you have a lot of people, waiting for some crazy bear market in crypto, like traditional 4-year cycle. And they're saying like, look at all this adoption. Like how is this likely to happen right now? Caveat at current price levels. So I've talked about this some on the channel recently. I'll probably make a more detailed video on it so everybody understands this. But, my sort of outlook on the crypto markets is I don't think that we're in this traditional 4-year cycle where things are just going to magically tank based on the calendar time, like right now. Now, the caveat is it depends on what happens to the price over the next month. A lot of people are waiting around saying, hey, in December, it's like the end of the year, it's the end of the 4-year cycle. We're just going to go into a bear market because it's just like pre-programmed. Well, the only way that would happen, in my opinion, are two ways. One is if we had some sort of catastrophic event that was outside of either isolated to crypto or outside of crypto that affected everybody. Or number two, crypto prices just had a blow off top like right now. And if we don't see a blow off top, I don't see any good reason for us to, enter into a long-term bear market because of the fundamentals that we're talking about. But we could still enter a bear market despite the fundamentals being strong if the price goes up really, really, really fast, because that's kind of how it works. If it goes up really, really, really fast, it typically corrects pretty fast for a while. And we saw that even on, we saw that even earlier this year. It was not a multi-year bear market like we saw in 2018. But, when we saw the ETH price basically double in about a month, we saw basically a 2-month correction, right? So that's my take on that. So somebody says, Omni Investment says, started work on my groundbreaking NFT project thanks to Dapp University. Awesome. So let's see here. So a bear market is good because it's building new support, right? Not necessarily. You can build support with consolidation, right? You could call this a bear market. It's just not a long bear market. It's technically a bear market because it's like 2 months long, but it's not like a year long or like multi-year bear market. If you want about building support, like this kind of stuff this is what I more consider like consolidation. Like it's kind of consolidating around this like, 3,800 to 4,800 price range. That's way healthier in my opinion, because even if you bought in like the tippy top right here, you didn't lose very much, and you could keep buying. If you're gonna like the ideal scenario, the ideal scenario is to buy Ether at $1. But the next ideal scenario, if you got in last month or something like that, will be buying at these levels and dollar cost averaging in. You know what I mean? So, because that helps build support. Okay, so let's look at a couple of the things that came up. So yesterday, we got news that Square is rebranding to Block. Okay, so Square is the payment point of sale. Like, I'm trying to think of how does Square describe themselves? They're a fintech company. They got, their initial product offering was essentially a point of sale device. I'm pretty sure that was their initial product. That's how I know Square initially, is like you had the little squares that you plug in like your iPhone or iPad, and it like had a point of sale device for merchants to like swipe their credit cards. They've gone on to do a lot of their stuff. Square owns Cash App. Anyways, Jack Dorsey is the CEO of Square, previously the CEO of Twitter as of a few days ago. So anyways, we're seeing kind of connecting the dots here. We're talking about Jack resigning from Twitter, Twitter implementing some policy changes upon his departure that, open the door to more potential censorship on the Twitter platform, and how that could be open the door for some more opportunity for Web 3.0 and blockchain to create censorship-resistant social networks. I'm probably going to post a longer video about that explains that more in detail, so subscribe to the channel. You'll find out about that whenever it goes live. But kind of continuing on that thread, now we see news about Square and crypto adoption. This could be good. So Square is changing their name. So this also has another thread. I'm just a little scatterbrained right now with the thoughts on this, but hold on, bear with me. Let's just read it, all right? So not to get all meta on you. So this is a nod to Facebook rebranding to Meta, okay, the parent company that owns Facebook, Instagram, Oculus, to be focusing on the metaverse. So we have all these social media giants, or not social media giants, but tech giants rebranding their names to reflect upon the future of what's happening in crypto. So Meta, Facebook, Block, Square. Now, Square doesn't say that the reason necessarily is only blockchain related, but blockchain is in their answer. So not to get all meta on you, but we're going back to Block references the neighborhood blocks where we find our sellers. A blockchain, so they actually are saying blockchain here. Block parties full of music, obstacles to overcome, a section of code, building blocks, and of course, tungsten cubes. Okay. So there's some sarcasm for sure in that post. But yeah, blockchain is definitely a factor in this name change. Okay. And, Jack has long talked about his commitment to, integrating Bitcoin, want to make Bitcoin internet money. Now that he's left Twitter, I have a sinking suspicion that he will likely double down on what's happening at Square, and we could see, Square sort of being a leader maybe in something crypto related in the payments world. I'm just kind of connecting the dots here. I don't have any official insider information on any of this. I have literally as much information as you do by just reading these tweets here and trying to connect the dots and make inferences myself. So who knows? Don't take that for gospel. That's just what I think could happen. Somebody says, here comes the conspiracy theories. So I will say, if anybody knows exactly what's happening, somebody at Square's watching this video, Jack's watching this video, happy to come on the channel, talk about whatever you are working on. Okay, so speaking of social media giants and their change to focus on blockchain, Web 3.0, crypto, whatever you want to call it, we do see Facebook, or Meta. All right, so you got to get used to this rebrand here. Meta is now the parent company that owns Facebook. Okay, focusing on the metaverse. So Meta has made it easier to run crypto-related ads on its platform. I think they're choosing this wording because it means probably Facebook and Instagram. Maybe if there's WhatsApp ads. I don't use WhatsApp, but I'm assuming that it supports ads of some kind. Maybe not. Anyways, this is interesting because Facebook ads has notoriously been very restrictive of crypto. So if you try to run a Facebook ad back in 2017, you got banned instantly, okay? Because the back then, there's so many scams in the space, and a lot of the big advertisers, particularly Facebook, just sort of took this blanket approach of hey, we're just not gonna let anything crypto related on our platform. And I remember this because when I first launched my educational products, I tried to try to do some ads on Facebook, and they're like, no, you're crypto. Like, we don't want you. Like, get out of here. It's like, okay, right. So they have since changed this over time and become a little more lax, particularly on much, much bigger projects. And now they're actually talking about, making it even easier and expanding who can run crypto-related ads. So this is big for a couple reasons, okay? So let's look at this. So we're doing this because the cryptocurrency landscape has continued to mature and stabilize in recent years and has seen more government regulations that are setting clearer rules for their industry, okay? So this is big because it's a real perception change of the crypto industry on the whole, blockchain industry, and it's a much more mature. It's elevated in status quite a bit. I mean, if you've been around crypto, you've seen this transition. If you're brand new, you may not really see this as much, but if you were hardcore into crypto in 2017, you were kind of like a low key crazy person. You might still be, depending on who you talk to. But back then, that's how most people viewed you. I can tell you that from experience. Okay. But now this is changing a lot, where it's elevated in status. Fewer people are going to think you're absolutely crazy for being in crypto. And so likewise, fewer people are going to be absolutely say, oh, it's a scam, by seeing crypto related ads in their Facebook feed. So that's really good. The other thing is this is probably going to pour gasoline on retail investment participation into crypto. Okay. Because, now they can have ads, laser targeted ads shown to them on social media platforms to entice them to sign up and buy. And we're talking about what propels crypto markets forward. We've seen lots of things about institutional adoption of cryptocurrency and how they've been storing, cryptocurrency in their balance sheets. Institutions can move in a lot faster because they can buy in size way more than individuals like you or I can. They can buy $1 billion worth of crypto like Tesla did for their balance sheet, where, good luck, even pulling that kind of capital from your friends and family. But retail is still a significant player in the game because that's where a lot of the froth comes from, okay? And the ability to reach retail investors at scale with paid advertising could be pretty big. Somebody says, can confirm from 2011 to 2016, I was completely crazy and regularly ridiculed. So that was even before me. So we're going to call Chris here. That's the who made this comment. We're going to call him an OG. So I got in 2017. That was kind of my entry into crypto. So even then it was still you're still kind of a crazy person. Somebody says, it'd be a cool NFT diploma for finishing Dapp University. Yeah, maybe. We've got some ideas on how we might do NFTs in the future. So we got some pretty good ideas on how to transform this more into a Web 3.0 style community for sure. Somebody says it was a table of dudes at a local coffee shop here, some made in the $500,000 range. It happens. Okay, so a couple of things to watch out for. I talked about a couple different themes in this live stream that we can kind of circle back to. Talk about the massive capital raises that are going in the crypto space and how it's really helping adoption. We're seeing this with 1inch Network closes 175 million Series B, aims to serve institutional customers. That's another theme, is basically the institutional adoption of cryptocurrency. Institutional customers want to buy, and also them participating on buying through decentralized exchanges or DEXs, okay? Because we're starting to see institutions and funds actually do things on chain, okay? So why is this important? Well, basically, we're seeing fun. There's different ways to participate in cryptocurrency. You can do it through completely centralized means, where you just like go sign up for Binance, Kraken, Coinbase, whatever, and you just like go in and you buy, some Bitcoin, you buy some Ether or something like that. Maybe the platform allows you to stake it on their platform, and that's pretty much all you can do if you just do it that way. Of course, you can withdraw it, do whatever later, but that's how a lot of people participate. But you can also do it, on chain, and actually get into crypto, buy assets, swap it on a DEX, do yield farming with it. All right, all that type of stuff. And we're seeing more institutions get comfortable with that and actually start doing that type of thing. And 1inch, closing this 175 million Series B to serve institutional customers, can help with that, okay? Somebody says I have no free tutorials on my channel. That's not true. We just put out one last week. So let's take a look at the YouTube channel here. So if anybody doesn't know where the YouTube tutorials are, like if you literally just go to the homepage and you scroll down, here they are. And we just put out a new one here last week. I need to add it to the courses here. So we have a plan for 2022 to ramp up a lot more educational content. It's been an absolutely crazy year. So we are likely expanding the team at Dapp University. So definitely keep an eye out on that. If you are a developer, we're probably going to expand the team quite a bit. So, just something to keep an eye out for. There's lots of different things that we need. One thing, and for sure, is going to be a developer content creator. Okay. So if you are that, we haven't officially put out any applications for this type of role yet, but if you are that, my email address is down below. Shoot me an email with a pitch that actually shows you on video, communicating why you would be a good fit for that. Oh, I did misread the comment. So no, he has fruit, so my fault. So Jessica, my apologies. I'm just used to reading comments in the live chat where people are saying bad things. So my apologies, Jessica. Okay, so let's see here. One other thing to watch out for, I saw this come across this morning. We had another DeFi exploit. Okay, it's a DeFi protocol, Badger DAO, exploited for $120 million in front-end attack. So I don't know all the details on exactly what happened here, but if you've been involved in the Badger project, then you definitely want to watch out for this. And also, I try to use this as an opportunity to just remind everybody to be safe, because DeFi is a brand new technology. It holds a ton of promise for the future. It's really useful now, but it is not without risk. Okay, you always need to know the risks when you're getting into DeFi, especially when you're talking about interacting with smart contracts in the blockchain. There's always smart contract risks. Okay, so DeFi protocol Badger DAO was exploited earlier today for 120 million. It appears that its front end was compromised and users were tricked into making unwanted transactions. Okay, so like I said, I don't have all the details on this, but basically, it looks like somehow the front end, basically what happened is something happened on the website where you thought you were interacting with the smart contracts on the actual Badger DAO, but it was not. Okay, you were doing a different transaction. So how can you protect against this? Well, this is honestly, this is where technical skills also really help. Because if you learn more about blockchain and you learn how smart contracts work, you learn how wallets work, you actually learn how the transactions work, then you can be more literate when you're interacting with this stuff. And so, to make sure to check that you're interacting with the correct smart contract address. Okay, you can just think about this. You can make sure that the function that you're calling is the same function name that the Badger DAO, contract is. You can actually look at what kind of arguments that accepts. You can make sure that when you're assigning what's supposed to be the approval transaction to move your tokens is actually the approval transaction, that it's the right amount. That when you look at the signature on your hardware wallet to make the transaction, that it's actually matching what's there on the screen. So it's stuff like that. There's no simple thing to say, just do this every time and you'll never get hacked. It's like, well, if you're an advanced technical person, like if you're a developer who's built this stuff inside out and then you go use it, you're going to know what to watch out for. So this is, am I looking for an actual coder, blockchain dev, or a general YouTuber? Because good at making channels grow and family fast. Know the algos behind the videos and how to get promo. I think the answer is both. They can be the same person, but they don't have to be. We definitely need a developer content creator to help. I am personally planning on making more development videos, but I think growing the team to have an additional person help so we can have more coding content out there is going to help. I'm thinking what we can also do in the future is help have co-hosts for the live stream to basically bring more ideas to the table and have more of a discussion. So it's not just me here talking the entire time. I'll still be here, but I think it'd be good to have an extra person there. So I think that's a really good fit. And then also, somebody to help with research. So basically more interesting stories, more interesting, all the stuff that I'm doing basically now, just someone who's good at each of those individual things. If it's the same person that can do everything, perfect. But I have a feeling they're going to have a hard time keeping up everything. So, more people that do each of those individual types of things. If you fit in those descriptions, you're watching this, like I said, my email address is down below. Just shoot us an email. Let us know. Maybe you have a YouTube channel already. Just let me know. It's pretty funny comments in the chat. All right, that's all I got for today. As always, smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. That really helps the videos out so the more people can learn about blockchain. And if you're as fast at this technology as I am, you want to get your hands dirty, how can you get started today? Well, you go to my YouTube homepage. You can find my free courses there. They're like Udemy courses, but they're totally free. And if you like those and you want to take the next step, hey, maybe you want to take a master shortcut entirely. I actually become a blockchain master step-by-step, start to finish, over at dappuniversity.com/bootcamp. You don't have to be an expert to get started today. I've helped people with zero coding experience become real-world blockchain developers in a matter of months. So that's all I've got. Until next time, thanks for watching Dapp University.